what are some of your favorite places to shop for affordable dorm decor? Because as you know, college students usually have a pretty low budget.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, my biggest recommendation for shopping for your dorm, outside of like the organizational things, although you can find those, I recommend thrift stores. Because when you're in college and you're trying to figure out what era you're in, it could change by semester, it could change by week, by year. One semester you can totally be glam, and then the next one you're like, wait, no, I feel more emo. So I recommend going to thrift stores, to Goodwills, to consignment shops, to flea markets, to yard sales, and really just finding things that you can gently reuse. Since you are in that discovery phase of your life, you probably are going to change your mind a lot until you figure out what your era is. You can really find a lot of amazing things that aren't going to end up in a landfill.
Yeah, I love the sustainability aspect of that too. I know you designed for dorm rooms for Command. I'm kind of interested, like, what's your process when you're designing a dorm?
Well, you know what? For me with a dorm, it's in my mind, it's kind of very standard as far as like you need a lot of things to organize. So with this, I started with the theme first, which I don't always do that in a home. Often it's usually about function, but in the dorm room, like it has specific function. So for me, I got to start with the themes. And so one of them was the boho plant parent. And then another retro music, world traveler, and super glam. And I think we kind of hit the gambit of a lot of different people in those four ones. Although I think you should sprinkle plants in to all of them.
Any tips for making the space feel more homey and inviting?
You know what? Really make it your own. That's the great thing about command strips is you can show up to your dorm room with posters, with pictures. A lot of times, one of the things I recommend is not just doing curtains. Actually, they usually come with curtains, but finding like a great fabric that you can put on the walls. And not only does it make it feel more warm and cozy, but it also reduces the acoustic issues in the rooms because they're usually all concrete and brick. Really make it your own with materials that you can hang from the walls.
So we've talked quite a bit about like the do's for decorating a dorm. What are some of your biggest don'ts?
The things I find with any small space is you need to maximize your real estate. If you are going to bring in any extra furniture, don't get things that only have a single use. Try to bring in things that do double duty or triple duty. Like for example, if you're wanting have a little more seating in the room, which everyone always needs. Don't just bring in a chair. A chair just has one function, although if you use it as a laundry hanger, it has multiple ones. But for the most part, a chair just has one function. So instead of bringing in a chair, bring in storage cubes that have wheels on them. So that way it's an extra seat, it's extra storage, and it's another seat to roll around on and play games with.
Are there any dorm decor trends that you're really loving right now, or any that you can't stand, like the Barbie core or anything like that?
I mean, I am so sick of Barbie, but I think that's only because I've never seen a movie do a marketing campaign that lasted for literally 2 years. Their marketing budget is more than some countries' GDP. It's insane. But I wouldn't say there's any trends that I'm against. And I say that because I don't really believe in trends. I think that you should decorate for who you are and what makes you happy. It kind of goes back to the things I talk about in my book, that designing should be about you and what recharges you and what sparks joy, as Marie Kondo would say. So I don't think there's anything that I want to tell people out there, don't do in your dorm other than put holes in the wall and paint it. Do whatever makes you happy. Your home or your space, your dorm room is like your phone charger. If you don't plug your phone in every night, it's not going to make it through the next day. If you don't get fully recharged in that space because you filled it full of things that you're passionate about, you won't make it through the next day.